So chapter 991 piece. 10 more chapters, baby, till we're at the 1,000. What can I say about this chapter, though? Wow, what a chapter. Okay, however, the part that caught my attention the most was not X-Drake deciding to join Luffy and his allies on his quest to beat Kaido, but when Basil Hawkins said that man has a 1% chance of living to see tomorrow morning. When he said that, I instantly thought, who else could that be? But the future Pirate King, Monkey D. Luffy. However, after thinking about it some more, really digging down into it, I feel like Oda is teasing that it's referring to Luffy, but in reality, it's probably going to be someone else. So here are my top 3 favorites who I think Basil Hawkins was referred to. Obviously, number 1 being Monkey D. Luffy himself. It makes sense that we would assume that our first choice of who Hawkins is referring to is Luffy. The man has already gone up against Kaido once, and he got completely bodied, in a fight. It was just a massacre. One thing was all it took for Kaido to completely KO Luffy and send him flying. So it would make sense to first assume that he's referring to Luffy. However, a couple reasons why I don't think it's Luffy he's referring to. The first thing that made me think it wasn't Luffy is because of the fact that he would have said Straw Hat has a 1% chance of living until tomorrow. But instead he says that man. I know Oda likes to throw a lot of mystery around, but it just wouldn't make sense for it to be Luffy because it's just too predictable. The next reason is because X-Drake was like, wow, I feel bad for that man. He literally says, hey, I feel bad for that dude. Now, if he knew Luffy only had a 1% chance of living, I don't think there's any reason why he would join Luffy. I know his situation with Queen and them was desperate, but I feel like he would have had much better odds trying to escape on his own than if he was trying to join Luffy. If he truly was the man with the 1% chance. Dude, I'm pretty sure X-Drake's odds would have been better if he went off and did his own thing as opposed to doing that. Which leads me to my next guest. Number 2, Water D. Law. Law, man. This is a man who hasn't been seen much ever since the rain on Okishima. Now, I know it might make some people turn their heads, asking themselves why Law is top 3 on this list, but hear me out. Okay, so ever since Punk Hazard, Law proposed an alliance to Luffy to hatch a plan to take down one of the Yonkos, Kaido, King of the Beasts. Now, we know why it is he wanted to take out Doflamingo, because Doflamingo killed Corazon, which is someone that Law felt he owed his life to, etc., etc., etc. However, the thing that doesn't make sense for me is that why did he choose Kaido as the first emperor he wanted to go after? He could have went after the other emperors first and then saved Doflamingo and Kaido last, but he chose to go after Kaido's operations first. Is there a secret hatred for Kaido that Law has not disclosed yet? But because if you can recall at Punk Hazard, he also explained that going after Kaido and taking him down, their chances are minimal at best. He was talking about the success rate of actually beating Kaido. Maybe Oda hinted that at Punk Hazard to let us know, hey, Law just talked about percentages and chances of beating Kaido, and then it was brought up again in the last chapter. So it made sense that it could be Law. But last but not least is number 3, Kimimon. Yes, the man who assembled the plan. The man who was like, we're going to take down Kaido. I don't care if it takes 20 years to get it done. The man who got the forces assembled in secret in order to plan his raid. Why would I add a Kimimon to the list? Well, if you think about it, it makes sense. Kimimon was the first to beat Odin. Odin fell to Kaido's hand. Kimimon is attempting to do something that they couldn't do 20 years ago, that Odin himself couldn't even do. Also, think about where we met Kimimon. We met Kimimon the same place where Law proposed a strategy to take down Kaido, the King of the Beasts. That can't be a coincidence. Especially with the way Oda writes his stories, I will take nothing to chance. It's actually going full circle if you think about it. Odin died to save the Severance, to give him a chance to escape and one day free Wano. As we know, history tends to repeat itself. The famous saying, history tends to repeat itself. So maybe Kimimon will make a last-ditch effort and will sacrifice himself to save Luffy and let Luffy be the one to open Wano again. It would make sense, Kimon's mission in life has been to serve Odin's will, it's basically, reopening Wano and getting, the samurai back out to the public world. So it makes sense that he could be the man with the 1% chance, because after this arc, his character will have achieved what Wano has been wanting for the last 20 years. So it makes sense for him to be the one. So anyways, guys, those are my top 3 characters. What do you guys think Hawkins was referring to when he said that a man has a 1% chance? Let me know in the comments. Also, subscribe to my channel for more anime videos. Thank you so much, guys. I hope to see you on the next video.